Greetings, citizens of the internet. I'm Static Buzz, and we're back with another Starfield side quest. And this one's early in the game. When you first get to New Atlantis, when you're running around, you should probably get this activity from just somebody talking about the scientist by the tree. And we're gonna go talk to him. It's gonna kick off this long chain of quests. And there's many ways of completing them, so we'll try to go through as much as possible here. Alright. Mr. Kelton.
I really am quite invested in this problem, so if you can be brief.
Alright, so we're gonna say I think these will get you the same
Yes.
place, but
Concerned is an understatement. I work for the scientific division of MAST. I've been studying this tree for quite some time, and it appears to be exhibiting some worrying signs. Are you familiar with this particular specimen? Do you understand its importance?
I've passed by this particular tree many times, and honestly, I never gave it a second thought. Does it hold some sort of special significance?
Finally, somebody understands. Unless, wait, you're not mocking me, right? People. Look, I have a lot of work to do here. If you're just going to gawk, I'd ask that you move on. If you can actually assist me, however, I would appreciate it. I don't normally solicit help from random passersby, but it seems an exception is necessary. Would you be willing to retrieve some additional data for me?
now that was kind of weird because I did it with Voss before, or Vosco, and I did not get that little interaction. So depending on who's your companion at the time, you probably get a little different interaction here. But I'm gonna say I'd love to help.
Well, thank you. That's unexpected. There's a series of biosensors I've placed in various locations around New Atlantis, all calibrated to gather pertinent information. They've been running for long enough that I think it's time to collect and analyze their findings. If you would bring them to me, that would save time.
Alright, so now we're going to have some things pop up on our map. And we're just going to go pick the first couple up. Maybe. And we're just looking for these egg-like looking things. It's a biosensor. Alright, now we're headed to the next one. Is there 4 of them? I can't remember. Alright, that one's way over there. I think we gotta go this way though, unless we want to go through the water. Alright, there's number 2. And is number 3 still in this area, or is it? Yeah, I guess we'll go. I think we're getting into the commercial district by going this way, but that's fine. We'll just follow the dots.
So after an hour of whining, you're finally out.
Alright, and the next one's up in the tree. So the first 3 are pretty easy, not a big deal. Just go to the spot, pick them up. It's the 4th one that gets to be problematic. Commercial district? I guess we weren't in a commercial district then. I don't know if you can actually go between districts by running. I haven't tried that. Probably not, but maybe you can. Alright, where is my dot? Up there.
Sergeant Yumi's looking for reliable people to help the guard. Contact him if you're interested. We'd all appreciate it.
See, that's exactly how you get this quest, is somebody random talks while you're there. Alright, so now you're going, why am I
Hey,
talking to this
Are
kid?
you looking for eggs too? I've only found one so far, but I want to find more before anyone else does. So if you see some, can you tell me?
I don't know, you're creeping me out, kid. I think you can get away with either. I'm looking for biosensors, not eggs. The egg you found wasn't beeping, was it? I'm gonna go with this.
Okay, well, if I see any of those, I'll tell you. And you can tell me if you find any eggs. Miss Seng over at UC Distribution bought the one I found, and she said she might buy more if I can find them. I could really use the credits.
Alright, so now we need to go to UC Distribution, which is over there. And if you're wondering why I am jumping and boosting, it's so that I get my oxygen back. And keep moving forward while I'm doing it. Otherwise you end up going slow. And we don't want to go slow, we want to get this stuff done.
Wen really keeps the
Welcome to UC
center
Distribution.
tip-top shape.
Now, before you say a word, I am required to inform you that formal complaints cannot be filed until the customer feedback system is back online. I have been told it'll be up and running in 2 weeks, but you know how these things are. I am sorry for any potential inconvenience. Also, if you're here about a corporate account, I've been assured that deliveries will be back on schedule soon.
Alright, you bought an egg from a kid recently, I need it.
Who, Jordan? That kid's in here every other day with some random thing he found. Trying to get credits. Yeah, I took pity on him. Why, what is it?
Alright, so I picked this last time and she made me pay for it. I'm gonna try some junk.
That so? Must mean something to you if you came looking for it. Well, you can have it back for what I paid for it, plus a little extra. Let's call it a convenience fee, shall we?
Yeah, same thing. So I think at this point you have two options. Pay the 100 credits, which is
Pleasure
nothing.
doing business with you.
Or maybe
Back to it then.
find a way to go in the back and steal it, even though I didn't try that method. There's a guard back there. It seems kind of dangerous. And my stealth is not good. Alright, let's see here.
Be careful if you run into those ecliptic jerks.
I think we're going back to the net at this point.
That your ship that landed not too long ago?
Maybe. Alright, so yeah, we're already in the mast area, I guess. I didn't realize that. I was just following the dots.
I don't mean to be pushy, but I really do need those sensors, and quickly.
We got him.
Any luck tracking down those sensors? So you do. Wonderful. I'll just take these, and we'll see what they have to tell us. All right, we'll just upload the data, and give it a moment. And just another moment. Oh, it is working, isn't it? Ah, there it is. What a relief. Now, let's see. This is... Well, it's... Oh my.
Scientist, am I right? He's saying a lot of stuff, but not saying anything.
Well, there's good news and bad news. The good news is that my suspicions were correct. There is something wrong with the tree. I will report my findings to MAST immediately with no small amount of satisfaction. The phrase, "I told you so," may even be uttered more than once.
Either one of these is fine.
Well, from a certain point of view. In an, admittedly, somewhat selfish manner. The bad news, as it were, is that the internal composition of the tree is changing. In this particular case, the tree is now regularly emitting ultra-low frequency sound waves. They're nearly imperceptible now, but they're growing in strength. This is something we've never observed before. Depending on how large these waves grow, consequences for the city could be disastrous. I must consult with my colleagues in Mast at once. Thank you for your assistance. I hope these credits are adequate compensation.
Alright, at this point what you want to do is you want to sit on the bench and wait for 24 hours. I'm not going to do that right here because there's another quest that I want to do before, because I don't know if it vanishes or not. And that is the talk to diplomat or whatever. So I'm going to run back. I'm not going to do it in this video. I'm going to cut this out, but I'm going to run back to near my spaceship, take that quest, finish it, and then I'm going to come back here, do the resting, and that's when we'll pick up this quest from there. So be right back. Alright, we're back after doing another quest. Just wanted to make sure I got that knocked out so that I could in this playthrough. But we're going to sit down, and I've already spent 3 or so hours running around, so we only need to wait 21 hours hopefully. And once we get done with that, he should be good to go to talk to us again. And this is where the quest starts to be more than just a gathering quest. And they call it an activity, but they can call it what they want. I call it a side quest. It's having me run around and do all these things. I'm getting rewards for it, so it's a side quest. They can call it whatever they like. It does seem that a lot of them are time sensitive though, which I'm not 100% sure on, but like I said, I know this guy is just not around for me on my other playthrough, and I never did it, so. Alright, let's go over here.
Ah, well, isn't this a pleasant surprise? I hadn't expected to run into you again.
Alright, looks like you're still hard at work.
Indeed I am. The success of my previous venture, with which you so kindly assisted, has been brought to the attention of Mast. There is growing concern. Oh my. A bit of an unintentional pun, isn't that? Well, concern that things are going to get worse. The data we gathered points to a definitive trend. The vibrations coming from this tree are increasing in strength and frequency. Because we've never seen this before, not on this scale, we have absolutely no idea what the upper limit is. We don't know when or even if this will stop. It's imperceptible by normal human standards now, but given time. While I hesitate to speculate on the possibilities, well, none of them are good.
Alright,
Yes, and not just humans. All organic life will be affected. Low-frequency vibrations are not uncommon in this species. The vibrations help disperse
you don't have that option, you
nutrients
can pick
throughout
the first
tree.
one on that last
However,
one, and it should get to
normally
this
the vibrations are
pretty much the same
imperceptible.
place.
If the vibrations continue to increase in frequency and strength, prolonged exposure could lead to harmful and potentially deadly side effects. It's imperative we find a way to correct this. There is data regarding other, younger members of the species. Unfortunately, there are some, shall we say, personal issues with acquiring it. Personnel issues, if you understand me.
And now you can do either one. I'm going to just do the help.
Not necessarily, but if you're offering your services, you've certainly proven to be reliable help in the past. One of the other researchers in Mast, Emilio Hadek, has research I believe could be vital to my work here. He and I don't see eye to eye, and so far he's refused to turn it over to me. I'm hoping that if someone else were to ask, he might be more inclined to relinquish it. What do you say?
Alright, I'm going to say I'll get your research.
Thank you. Last I knew, he was on a field assignment somewhere near the outskirts of the city. Perhaps it's best if you don't mention my name in the process.
It's not going to help at all. Alright, so which way was over here? Right? Over there, yep. There you can kind of see him.
Wish that bartender at the viewpoint would stop complaining to security. I don't know what to do, but she
Could you
won't
stand
get
a
back
little
by
to the
annoying
left?
us.
I think you're blocking my readings.
Alright, so I think I picked one of the first two. I'm gonna try another route. I'm gonna try to do what are you doing out here?
Oh, it's important research. I won't bore you with the technical details, but it's critical that I get this done.
Alright, so yeah, either way he's gonna know Kelton's involved, but we're just gonna go, I'm on mass business too.
Trees. I see what's going on here. You're working with Kelton, aren't you? Nice try, but it's not happening. No. No way. Kelton is actively ruining my career. There's no chance that I'm helping him with anything. Whatever this thing is he's on about, he's just doing it to make himself look good with the higher-ups. I'm not helping him with that.
So I'm gonna say you should be the bigger man here.
Oh, yeah? You think so? Wow. Thanks for that. I'll really give it some thought. He really won't let this go, will he? Maybe I can make this work in my favor. Okay, you know what? I'll hand over the data. But I'm only going to do so after you've helped me secure a better position in Mast.
What do you want me to do? You can say this sounds shady, I don't want anything to do with it, but I don't think that's gonna lead you anywhere. It's either fine, I'm in, or what do you want me to do?
Oh, don't worry. You're just going to erase some files for me. Make sure I look good next time promotions get passed around.
Alright, fine.
Wait,
I'm
really?
in.
Wow. Okay. Okay. I've gotten a few bad performance evaluations in the last couple of years. Totally unjustified, incredibly unfair. I found a backdoor into the Mast network so I could make some changes to my personnel file. But it turns out the chief engineer knows what she's doing. The only way to get access is from the terminal in her apartment, which is kind of locked.
Alright, I'm gonna try the persuasion check, but it's probably not gonna work.
Sorry, that's not on the table.
Alright, so we need 4. We have 3 turns. Let's go... This isn't the way to get ahead.
From where I'm
Nope.
standing, kinda seems like it is.
Fail!
There is. And I already explained exactly what it
Fail.
is.
Alright, now we gotta go for the 4 one, because otherwise there's just no chance. We can go with the 5, but that's just probably not gonna work.
I'm not a bad guy, I swear. I just really need this promotion. Okay, look. Just hear me out, alright? I really need this to happen. If you do this for me, I can make it worth your while. You delete that data, I get promoted, I'm pulling in a bigger salary. I can compensate you. I'll throw in some extra credits for you, okay? A nice little bonus. But first, you need to get into the chief engineer's apartment.
Alright. This one probably a fail. I'm just gonna do it.
Oh, good. Thank God. You really had me on the ropes there. Listen, this will be good for the both of us, okay? Just get in, access her terminal, delete the files, and get out. Really simple.
Alright,
Best of luck out there.
let's get to this. Now, maybe you could have picked that first one and it would have worked for you. I don't know. I had the option last time and I just went with this one. It's not that difficult to run over here and do this. I'm trying to remember exactly how this part went because it's been a couple days. Alright, so we go here, we go up to the apartment. I think the hardest part is breaking into the apartment. Alright, I always do these from the inside out. I need 4 and 2. So it's probably gonna be either this one. gonna say it's gonna be this one and this one in the middle. And then this will have to be on the outside. Nope, it's not on the outside. Alright, so we know it's not that one. Here we go. Oh wow, it's not either of the ones I thought. Is this even gonna work? Oh, I guess it will. Alright.
Easy money.
So we're here, might as well look around for anything we can find useful. Sandwich that was bitten into. Alright, let's get on that computer. Personnel files. Alright, I was half reading the other part. We want to purge all. You can read them. No recommendations. Purge all files. We did that. We're going to go back. We're going to look at progress reports. Alright, so we're good there. I don't remember, but I don't think there's anything in here unless you want decoration. Could sleep in the bed, but that might be bad if they came home while you're here. Yeah, alright, we're done. Let's get out of here before we get in trouble. Back to Emilio we go. So this quest gets pretty long and we're just starting it, really. Hey, we're by the Constellation building. So now you guys know where it's at. In case
if it
you
isn't
come find
Kelton's
Emilio.
little errand runner. You have some good news for me?
Yeah, your records are clean. Actually, I don't like it, but I did it.
Oh, boo-hoo. We both get what we want. I took a peek on the network, saw that things have updated. Great job. You came through for me, so now I'll do the same for you. This slate has all the data Kelton needs. And because I am a man of my word, here are the extra credits I promised.
If I didn't know if I needed him or not later on, I'd punch him because he's a douche. So we're going back to Kelton.
I don't know if you've heard.
I hope we're not too late to avoid disaster.
I hope you have the data. It's really quite crucial.
Alright, so you owe me for this more than you know.
If it's all the same to you, I'd prefer to go on not knowing. I'm sorry if this was complicated. I'd prefer to remain unaware of the details in the event that it comes up later, particularly in a legal setting. And I suppose I'd better verify the data to make sure Emilio didn't double-cross me. But you have once again come through for me. I'm truly hoping that this is the last piece I need to figure out what we can do.
I'll do anything at the credits.
That is hardly reassuring. It is, in fact, the exact opposite. Still, though, thank you for your assistance.
Alright, so now he's got to check the data. We're going to come back over here. We are going to wait again. Another 24. Doop doop dooby doo 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 dooby doo dooby doo dooby doo doo. Come on, time, move faster. There's a concert across the street. I hope you guys can't hear the drums. I can kind of still hear them with my headphones on, but I'm hoping you guys cannot. 'Cause it is pretty loud. Alright, almost there. Hey Sarah, what's up? Alrighty, talk to him again.
Oh, I was hoping we might run into one another again. Your timing is most fortuitous. I'm on the verge of something, but I don't quite have all the information I need.
Alright, if you're paying, I'm still listening.
Well, actually, Mast would be paying, but I see your point and assure you that you will be compensated for your time. Of course, now that I understand more about what's going on, it seems plain as day, and yet I never would have imagined it before. The tertiary trunks have also liquefied their interiors, but they're not vibrating. I thought perhaps it was some sort of defect, but it's much simpler.
Get to the
They're
point.
listening. It means it is ready to reproduce. I believe this tree is sending vibrations out over massive distances and expecting to detect sympathetic vibrations in return. As of yet, there's been no response. I suspect that will not change, that a response is impossible, and that's very, very bad news.
Define bad news.
We're continuing to see an increase in the strength and frequency of the vibrations. I don't know how much more significant it'll become. If there's no response, the tree may vibrate itself and some nearby portion of the city to destruction. Now, as of yet, there has been no response. And clearly, none of the nearby individuals are a correct match. While it can't be ruled out that the intended recipient of these messages was cut down during the city's expansion, there is one other possibility. Over 100 years ago, the United Colonies and the Freestar Collective emerged from the Narian War. As a gesture of peace and goodwill, a near-literal olive branch, one of the trees from New Atlantis, was offered to the leaders of Aquila City. Nice. Short-sighted and ill-advised, in my opinion. Of course, you can't just uproot a native species and plunk it down on some other planet in a totally different environment and expect it to grow. Clearly, no exobotanists were consulted ahead of time. The end result was wholly predictable. The tree died within a few short years.
I don't understand how this is helpful.
I'm sorry, I'll get to the point.
Please do.
The tree died, yes, but branches were kept. At least one still exists in the museum there in the city. If I had that branch, I could get DNA samples, and then using various data I've gathered, I could attempt to simulate a response. We could then broadcast that response and hopefully calm down our friend here. But as I say, I need that branch.
Alright, I'll be back as soon as I can.
I knew you would understand. The museum in Aquila City is under the supervision of one Miss Kassler, I'm told. I don't know anything about her, but hopefully she'll be willing to listen to reason and assist our cause. All right, off you go. We don't have any time to waste.
Alright, so at this point, I'm going to save before I head over there, because the first time I went over to Aquila City was during the main quest in my last playthrough, and stuff happens when you get there, and I want to make sure that I can continue this quest without interrupting that stuff. So I'll be back. I'm going to edit out all this while I go and figure it out, and I'll be back. Alright, so we're back in New Atlantis. I did go there and I found out that the part that I was worried about is not part of the main quest, but it is another side quest for when you get to Aquila City. So there is really no way to avoid that. If you want to see it yourself, I would recommend at this point, go to Aquila City, see the quest that I'm talking about. You can't enter the city without kind of hearing about it. Decide if you want to do that or not, and then come back. What I'm going to do is I'm going to run there the quest is going to kick off. I'm not going to do it right away. I'm going to go grab the branch from the lady in the museum, and then I'm going to pause the video, edit out the part where I go and I do that quest that's there because I think it's time sensitive, and then I'm going to continue on and bring the branch back to New Atlantis. So, anyways, with that all that being said, this game does not make it easy for questing and doing quest guides because they're time sensitive and whatnot. It's kind of a mess. Alright, so now we're going to go here, we're going to bounce out, we're going to have to take a trip to another place. So if you've never done this before, right, what you do is you click on where you want to go, it'll tell you as far as you can go, which is here. You need to jump to there first, and then once you land there, or once you get there, then you can go to the next place. Okay, no scan here, but I'm going to scan the planet. I do believe you get scanned for contraband here, so if you have any on you, just be aware that it will hit you. You want Cheyenne, jump, grab,
Approaching ship, you've entered Freestar Collective Space. Maintain your current course while we scan for contraband. Scan complete. Go ahead and land.
Alright, we're going to now go to Aquila City. And if you seriously don't want spoilers, you want to see this other quest for yourself and see how it works out, then pause here. But why would you be here if you were worried about spoilers, right? You're trying to complete as many quests as possible, or whatever your motive is. Maybe you were just doing this one and needed some help. Either way, I don't think you're too worried about spoilers, but I'm trying to give you as much advance notice as possible. Because as soon as we get towards the gate, you're going to see that there's a... we get stopped and it kind of cues a quest for us. This guy right up here. I suppose if you had enough boost, you could probably jetpack over and maybe avoid him.
By order of Marshal Daniel Blake, I need to inform you we've got some trouble at Gal Bank. Folks might be in danger, so you may want to steer clear.
I will keep that in mind.
If you think you might be able to help out, you could talk to the Marshal. Truth is, last I heard, things weren't going so good.
Alright, so you can kind of see that up there. Switch quest on us. I don't want to do that one. I want to go back to Late Bloomer.
Marshal, everyone stays in front of the building. You got me?
Sam has told
kind of
me
avoid it and go this way.
I feel as though I've lived here all my life.
This is not the way I went last time, so I'm not sure if I'm going the right way now. Can I get back over there? Yeah, let's go this way.
So
Alright.
you want to come here?
Into the museum.
Hi. Please feel free to have a look around. It's the
Nice
reason I
little
started
glitch
this
over
place.
there. He did the same thing the last time. So Bethesda, fix your stuff.
I have artifacts that date all the way back to the time of Solomon Coe himself.
We're just gonna cut to the chase. I want to talk about a tree branch.
That is not something I expected to hear today. I assume you're somehow associated with the United Colonies? I've received some odd messages of late.
I'm more of a private. You could say this, but she does not like mass. So let's see if this helps.
A lot of that these days. You do what you have to, I suppose. But I can't see myself taking jobs from the UC. Well, I'm afraid you've wasted your time because I'm not authorized nor particularly inclined to release any of our pieces. That includes 100-year-old tree branches. Sorry, but it's staying in storage.
Alright, that got us the same result as telling her we were working for mass. So we're going to talk to her again.
Everything you see here is a piece of Aquila City's history.
And we're going to try to persuade her.
I hear what you're saying, but I'm afraid it's out of the question.
Well, not the same options I got the first time. So I can be very annoying.
Handing over that branch is starting to look pretty good.
I'll bring it back.
I guess it couldn't hurt.
And I know you'd like to help if you could.
You don't know what you're talking about.
That failed.
I can't just hand out museum exhibits to anyone. It doesn't work that way. If this isn't some sort of hustle, go talk to Earl Fulton. I believe he may still have some leftover scraps. That, of course, is a different kind of hustle altogether.
Yeah, we're not going to do that. We're going to go to a save game. Going to load. Let's try this one.
Hi. Please feel free to have a look around. It's the reason I started this place. Welcome to the Co-Heritage Museum.
Right, back to the
I assume you're...
I'm working for
Most in the
Mast.
collective aren't overly fond of Mast, or the UC in general. I tend to share that sentiment. Lost a cousin in the Colony War, you know. Well, I'm afraid that includes... Sorry, but it's staying. It's you and me from here out.
Everything you see here is a piece of Aquila City's
I hear what you're saying, but I'm afraid it's out of the question.
This...
Handing over that branch.
Alright.
Sorry, it's just too risky.
Gosh, they're not giving me the options I had last time, but it worked.
I guess I don't want to impede anything important. I can't believe I'm doing this. Please return it in one piece.
So I guess if you're not able to persuade her, you're probably gonna have to go talk to that guy that she was talking to. I would recommend saving and trying to persuade her, unless you want to just do some more questing. That's your call. I won't judge you either way. Like I said, what I'm going to do here is I'm going to save, go do the other quest that was forced upon us because I think it's time sensitive, and then I'm going to restart this one back up, and that's where we will pick up after I'm done. So I'll be in my spaceship ready to head to New Atlantis. So be right back. Alright, I completed that quest, which I'm not going to cover because it's kind of forced on you, and I don't really view it as a fully optional quest. Everything else is kind of an optional quest like this one. So we are still in Aquila City. We're going to, I don't know why I'm running to my ship, head back to New Atlantis. No, I don't need to do that. That's not the quest we're on. Alpha Centauri, Jemison. We're gonna go to by the lodge because that'll take us closest to Kelton. Doobie-doobie-doo, come on game, load faster.
Let's pop into Outland while we're here and see.
Alright, I'm just going to switch the quest back over to Late Bloomer.
Joe has anything useful to add to our arsenal.
It's kind of infuriating that it constantly changes the quest on me. It's like, I know which quest I want to be on. Why you keep switching it on me? But that's fine.
I'm on tax duty tomorrow. Can't wait.
Back talking to Kelton. We're almost done, so we're getting there.
I hope Aquila
Couple
City
more
has
steps.
what we need. Have you paid a visit to Miss Castler in Aquila City?
She wants it back when we're done.
Yes, of course. I'll see that it is returned to her in one piece. Well, perhaps minus a few shavings. Now, I just need a moment to analyze this and synthesize an audio response to our friend here. Alright, so we'll feed in a sample.
Alright, now we just wait for the
program
finished
will
little
incorporate
process.
the genetic and chemical makeup of the sample, extrapolating the size and structure of the original tree. This was put together rather hastily, so Complete accuracy is impossible, but I'm hoping it's enough. And there it is. Our best hope for a positive solution to this mess.
Alright, talking to him again.
So, we now have a simulated response to our tree. All that's left is to play it.
I can sing alright, so I'm gonna go, how do we play this?
An excellent question. I have been wondering myself. I've been forced to listen to this SSNN kiosk chatter incessantly this entire time. I think it could be put to better use. We don't have time to go through the proper channels, but if you can find a terminal and get this uploaded into their system, it might do the trick.
It is probably illegal, but I'll just say I'll take care of it.
I have no doubt that you will.
Alright, so we're gonna head over here. Yeah, it did it to me again. It switched to the gnat. We don't need to take the gnat. We'll just run around here. Not exactly sure why it does that. Hopefully it'll switch back to where we need to go. Come on. There we go. It did. Good, good, good.
Wow.
Alright, so we gotta go up.
As you can see.
I was thinking he wasn't gonna grab that.
Hi, how you doing?
Doing alright. Doing alright. How you doing? Alright, I don't think
Can't go
there's
in.
anybody here that'll stop us.
Administration's coming.
So we just come over here, click on this, broadcast. I think we upload first, and then we run it. As I say, go to the tree now. Return to the tree. Alrighty. That's where we will head.
I bet whoever came up with bad news travels fast wasn't taking interstellar distances into account.
Sarah, you say the weirdest things sometimes.
They were gonna give our son to a different
We're gonna give our son to a different family. The random conversations you hear in this game, I swear, crack me up. Almost there. We can make it. Our oxygen will last. Alright, here we go.
We've done it! I'm already seeing reductions in the strength of the vibrations. The tree is calming down. I can hardly believe that worked.
Oops, sorry if there was an echo in that last part. Forgot to turn down my TV. Alright, what happens now?
I don't know. We've been in uncharted territory this whole time. That doesn't stop now. With the immediate crisis hopefully over, I can slow down and review everything we've learned. And certainly, I'll be keeping a much closer eye on our friend going forward. And you have saved this tree and advanced our scientific knowledge of our environment. Noble work across the board. You have my gratitude and that of every citizen in New Atlantis. Though they don't know it.
Of course they don't. He did all that in secret. Alright, and that is the quest. We are done. Where did Sarah go off to? Is she still catching up to me? So anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed that. I'm going to try to do some more side quests and help you guys figure out when and where to take them. So until next video, take care. Bye-bye now. Static Buzz, out.
The heart of the settled systems. SSNN.